Hi, my name's Zach. I'm 20 years old and I'm a cosplayer. I started watching anime at a very young age. I was probably about 4 or 5. Kind of just grew up with it, and it's something that stuck with me, and I was just interested in like the styles and different types of, yeah. I want to learn better cosmetic techniques, more creative ideas for social medias, and also more cost efficient ways for making new costumes or props. I look up to this very popular TikToker. They make very interesting cosplays, and they've kind of motivated me into doing other characters from other shows and other animes and whatnot. Also, my little sister, she kind of keeps me motivated, and when I want to do a new character, I'll show her like a poster, and she'll go to point at who she wants me to do next, and that's who I start working on after. My favorite cosplay would be Bakugo from My Hero Academia, who's like this energetic and very aggressive punk, basically. He's just also very motivated as well, and he does his best to stay on top of the class. My parents weren't very happy with the idea. They were basically saying that I was wasting money and time into something that I'm not going to be able to make it with in life. They didn't like the fact that I went to all these conventions because it's also a waste of money, but that's where I made all my friends, and that's where I met my family, pretty much. It's actually a pretty welcoming place because you can connect with people who have similar interests or like the same animes as you or have worked on the same cosplay as you. And it's just something where you can connect with others who, even if you don't know them, you're just on that same level. It can also be somewhat toxic because you do have those few people, young or old or either age, where they're a little more aggressive and want this person to do that or so on and so forth. But yeah.
Hi, my name is Shelby Rodney, and I'm 22 years old, and I cosplay.
I think my favorite cosplay would be Ijiro Kirishima from My Hero Academia. I've always been a big fan of him just because he is a very sweet boy, and he does everything he can to be there for Bakugo when it is hard for him to express emotions. So I think, Kirishima is a good role model to the animation. So I do definitely enjoy him. Well, I definitely would recommend making some connections, like when you do go out to conventions and stuff like that, and you want to get into the field of cosplay, ask advice, like from those you look up to if you can run into them. And I would definitely make connections and just be you. Enjoy, everything that you do with the cosplay community. I don't really think there's a definition to being a professional in this type of field. I definitely would recommend, though, if you want to get onto those paths, definitely put yourself out there on social media. Do as many cosplays as you can, and definitely practice any foam templates, 3D prints, and practice anything you can. Because, the best have had years of failure to do what they do now.
My name is Aaron. I'm 26 years old, and I'm a prop maker. My least favorite project, I'd say it's probably my Iron Man build. That's probably my least favorite. It took probably 2 months to complete, but there was a lot of flaws to the finished product, and the armor didn't hold up very well because of some of the shortcuts that I took, and it really just didn't survive the test of time. And there were a lot of things I could have done better. There was a lot of things I learned from it, but that was one of those projects I didn't like it that much. My upcoming projects, I've got a couple upcoming projects. I've got a Dark Magician build I have currently in progress. Once that's completed, I have a commission or two that I plan to work on. And then I also have a Registeel build that I'm going to get started on because I think Blastoise had a great reception, so I'm gonna go for another giant Pokemon to kind of follow those footsteps. Let's see, the thing that got me to cosplay, I think it was back in 2014. I attended my first anime convention up in Maryland. And in going to that convention, I saw just some amazing builds that absolutely inspired me to want to attain that level of creativity. And one of the builds in particular was from Warhammer 40k, and the armor was amazing. And I saw that armor, and after that I went home, started researching techniques for cosplay armor fabrication, and just continued trying to learn and grow my skills. And yeah, I'd say that's what brings me to it today.
How do you plan to use your talents in the future?
Yeah, I'd say I plan to use my talents in the future in several ways. One of the goals and aspirations I've come to discover for myself is looking at a prospective career in the film or entertainment industry in general as a prop and costume maker. So one of my plans is to try and grow and develop my skill set further, that I might be able to leverage that experience to change my career path, that I could go into such a field. Another way that I'm looking to use these skills is by helping mentor others that are wanting to learn how to make props and costumes. Because one of my other aspirations was to become a teacher, and because that didn't necessarily work out the way I had thought it was going to, and I changed my career direction before that came to fruition, I'm using my skill set to try and help others learn, which brings me somewhat of that fulfillment that I was looking for in helping teach and mentor others.